Here, I want you to see something. She can hear. She can hear them, and she can see these things. You see those things? But watch. Okay, that was not it. There's a time she's going to see these beams come down. And these are the beams that I see come down from the lights and stuff. And one time I have a video. It should be on this page. I have a video where you can see it coming in the window. But the sun is not that way. There's not a light bulb that way. It's coming in the window. And then when they went to Amy, she showed me, because it comes on your car and all this kind of stuff too, how the light was shining on the car and then it just be bright colors. She knows about that. She can explain it very well. I thought it was just something that was from the sun, but she explained how it actually is. And sometimes you can actually see it just come straight down into your car. Amy also has a video of it just coming straight down into our car. But sometimes when I'm in Richmond, I can see that street just come down into Amy's car, you see. Now she is going into the hospital. This is another part I want you to see. Before she walks in here, though, she walks through the hospital with a gun. See, movies are also written for stupid people, They have to put in the stupid parts, She walks through a hospital with this big-ass gun with a silencer on it, okay? And no one sees her. Now, she goes to the hospital because they put the drugs inside her. And then somehow it bursts. I won't tell you how it bursts, but somehow it bursts. She's looking at his brain cells. Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't have been able to save him anyway. Tumor invaded cortex on the right side of his spine.
See, the drug that they use, I don't remember the letters, it burst on the inside, so now her brain cells are expanding rapidly, and she is getting smarter and smarter. She was a smart girl already, just like the movie.
Somebody put a bag of drugs in me. I need you to remove it. It's leaking. Do it now.
Right. I'll just administer local anesthetic.
Don't bother.
Right. Okay.
Well, I am going to come back to it when it gets to that part where he explains the drug and how it has something to do with the baby. And I don't know why, but this movie just reminded me of nanobots. And nan is in pregnancy, which has something to do with you being pregnant. But they made the word up so that you can have a Nancy, a Nancy boy.
Here. The vibrations. The people.
She's telling her mom all the things she feels.
I can feel the gravity.
I understand. I can comprehend all of that.
The deepest parts of my memory.
Sweetie, we have a bad connection. I can't hear you so well.
Hmm.
What did you say about
memory?
See, she is speaking about memory. And this is what they are taking away from us. They are taking away our memories and filling it with what they want our memories to be. Like the dinosaurs, okay? So, how many people remember the dinosaurs and now you're choosing it with the dinosaurs? When I was young, we went to the museum. It's a, they had the dinosaurs there. It's called a replica, right? So a replica means that it is not real, And I never got into dinosaur because when we learned dinosaur in school, I was really, really young. Well, I went home and I looked in the Bible, and dinosaur was nowhere now to be found. And you have at the time there would be like a dictionary or something in the back of the Bible, And I couldn't find dinosaur anywhere. And so I didn't get into dinosaur until I knew if it was in the Bible or not. And as I got older, I found the word dinosaur is not even in the Bible. So I didn't get into that. I was a disbeliever. I did not believe in dinosaurs. But now I know today that dinosaurs do not exist. And they always want you to think that it does, And if you believe that dinosaurs exist, then you will believe anything that they put out.
The pain in my mouth when I had braces.
And the memory would be to your child, You have a child. That's in the movie. It speaks of it. The melanated man speaks of that. But you will have a child. And then you will pass that information down to your child. It is disinformation. We all hold so much disinformation. And we keep passing around disinformation. And we keep giving it more and more and more to our children, until we're just going to disappear, We won't have anything to say, oh, this is our culture. Because when we do say that this is our culture, another one of us will jump in and say that it is not, and then they will give us some culture that actually was given to us by the non-melanated man.
I can remember the feeling of your hand on my forehead when I ran a fever.
She is going all the way back into her memory. She is traveling.
Stroking the cat, it was so soft.
The cat? What cat, honey?
A Siamese with blue eyes and a brook.
So, do you see how they can take away our memory? Well, when he explains this baby part, you will know how and why they take away our memory. She is going into her pineal gland. This is why she can't remember these things, and that's why the unicorn in the Bible it means memory, and that's why they put the horn right here on the unicorn, because they have horns themselves, like antennas. They are Martians, and they don't want us to know that it's our pineal gland that's in between our ears that holds our memory. It is like a computer bank. This is why they mess with our ears with frequencies and sounds and stuff like that, And in movies, you will see them go through the back of the head, like to get to the pineal gland, to strip you of your memory. And that is a monarch thing. This is why they call it a monarch programming, so that they can take the memory out of your pineal gland, and then they can put their own memory there, and then you would think that, like Manaja Twa, she thinks that she has a man living inside of her. That is not a man living inside of her. That is a man dealing with some form of virtual reality, living through her as a man, you see. That is not her pineal gland. Her pineal gland would have taken her back to herself. If you were a female in the beginning, you should be a female in the end. If you were a male in the beginning, you shall be a man in the end. You will not crisscross unless they pink man with all these patents, dealing with internet technology and nanobots and all that bullshit, have come in and fucked up your DNA.
I can tell. Sweetie, you can't possibly remember that. You were barely a year old.
Oh, and the words that are in the words that I see. Wow.
I remember the taste of your milk in my mouth. The room. The liquid.
Sweetie, what are you talking about?
I just want to tell you that I love you.
There's the love. See, you have to watch them. There's the love word. I just want to tell you that I love you, mom and dad, so that you can go and tell your mom and dad that you love them, and then you'll turn around when they ask you to do something, like clean up behind your own goddamn self, then you have the nastiest attitude. How can you say, oh, I love you, and then have a nasty attitude? And some children, they steal from their parents, they steal from their grandparents, they steal from their uncles and aunties. Some children are thieves, and they will tell you they love you and then steal from you, because love is only a spell. That's all it is a spell.
Mom and Dad.
Sweetie.
And I want to thank you for the 1,000 kisses that I can still feel on my face. I love you, Mom.
Again, to put us in a neuro-linguistic programming, to keep us under the word love.
I love you too, sweetie.
3 times the word
More
has
than
been
anything
said.
in the world.
3 times the word love has been said. Now he is taking it out.
How much is left?
500 grams.
And how long will it take my body to eliminate the rest of it?
To answer that, I need to know what it is. May I?
Go ahead. C.P.H.4. Tell me about it.
Pregnant women manufacture CDG.
There it is. Pregnant women manufacture. Did you hear him say we manufacture it? As though we are nothing but more than a fucking factory.
In the 6th week of pregnancy.
Although manufacture has the word man in it. And also in the 6th week of pregnancy. In tiny quantities.
In tiny quantities. For a baby, it packs the power of an atomic bomb. It's what gives the fetus the necessary energy to form all the bones in it.
Now, you see the word fetus? Why do you think they put the United States at the end? Because they know that they will own even our fetus. They will even own our fetus. This is not us. It is us who fetus United States own. Or some pink person in another land, they're all the same.
Body. I'd heard that they tried to make a synthetic version of it. Didn't realize that they'd succeeded. If it really is C.P.H.4, in this quantity, I'm amazed you're still alive.
Not for long.
So did you hear what he said? And this is something now, they did the movie to say that they are sending the shit off, or they have already sent the shit off, you know? And now this is what it will be in the neighborhood, and this is the type of drug the man said that the kids love it. And with this drug, they will be able to manipulate and simulate you. And they will be doing it if they are not doing it already. So I just want to get to the part now where she travels. And somehow I know people who travel and know what traveling is like I do, they have been in our minds. This is how they know how to have her go and travel. This is a part I really can relate to, because she is going to start doing something in her room that pays no attention to her. And that's how I do things. I can do things no one pays no attention to me, you know? I can say what I want to see on this YouTube page because no one pays no attention to me. Even in the house, no one pays attention to me.
They're always going to call, and they never do because they don't even take your phone number, you know? Except this one guy, but he's not Chinese. He works at the agency, and he's cute. Oh my god, he's
See how she can read our mind? And that's how they can read our minds too. And when you think that this drug is going to have you able to read other people's mind, what they will do is they will do artificial telepathy, and they also can do a thought transference, you know? Like, in the nation of Yahweh, if two of us have the same thought at one time, we would say, in our house, we would say one mind, you know? Like pinch, one mind. And you try to pinch the other one first and say pinch, one mind, you know? But today it's not pinch, one mind. Today it is now thought transference. There's someone on the internet I can think of doing something. Like I wanted to do a shoe store, but I was telling my daughter and my grandbabies I wanted to do a shoe store, but I didn't have enough room for it. However, I go on the internet and there is a shoe store. Then someone had did a shoe store, you know, for the dolls. And then I wanted to do a spaceship. You know, I wanted to make them a spaceship. I have all the stuff I need to make a spaceship. Man, I know what kind of spaceship I want and everything. And then I go on the internet and guess what? Someone has made a spaceship for the dolls. So I want to say that is one mind, and I also want to say great minds think alike. But then there's something else that says thought transference, you know? But great minds do think alike, because I know that if you have something in your mind, say you want to get a patent for something, you'll have to